Do you want to be here? Neither do we. That's why we call it the obligatory. We talk about farts, food, mics, kids, $5,000 beds, girls, comedy, and Kermit's butthole. Yeah, maybe the facts aren't right, but here's the obligatory podcast with Kermit and Myke.
Welcome back. It's the obligatory podcast with Kermit and Myke. I'm Myke.
I'm Kermit.
And this is episode 52.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. 52 big ones. So, how'd you been? What'd you do this week, man? What'd you do?
Did we see each other this week? Oh, no, we didn't.
I know. It was so nice, right?
Stood me up.
Just taking some time apart.
Whatever.
Going our separate ways.
I was trying to take you on a date Saturday.
I know. I missed it, man. I ended up spending some time with the kids and the family. I was looking at the clock and just kept running, and the kids were doing the pouty face, like, can we go to dinner here? And I'm like...
Should have been a real father and said no and went out with the boys.
Mm-hmm. How'd that work out for you?
It worked out well, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, it worked out real well.
Yeah, you ended up, you invited me out. You had a couple of people you trained were in...
Yeah, so we had an MMA fight here in Orlando.
Oh, was it in Orlando?
Yeah, it was here in Orlando.
Whereabouts?
Castleberry, I guess. Is that
That's not Orlando.
Well, okay. I don't consider it. It's on it's near Longwood and Maitland. So
yeah, that's Longwood.
Is it considered?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's at the old highlight place, right?
It's literally called Orlando Events, though.
Yeah, but that's just like you pick the biggest town next to you.
Okay.
Like, Orlando's Orlando, and then like even people are like, we're going to Disney in Orlando. I'm like, well, you're gonna be really fucking disappointed because there is no Disney in Orlando. It's in
Right.
Lake Buena Vista.
Lake Buena Vista.
Lake Buena Vista. So yeah, we had talked about the place where they held it. Do they still do highlight there? Okay, so that used to be where they had highlight, right? And years ago, there was a Bonkers Comedy Club there.
So I used
so I used to go over there and do shows. And you said you actually went there at one point. They had a Bonkers Comedy before you were doing comedy. You went and saw a show there. It was horrible.
Yeah, and but no, we had MMA fights, and we had like 6 fighters.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But out of the 6 fighters, I only really know one.
But you trained with them all?
Well, I mean, like I trained them, but there was one main one that I trained with a lot.
Who's that?
His name is Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a heavyweight, and he was the main event. And he got fight of the night, and he knocked the guy out, and it was great.
Oh, wow.
So it was a good night.
How quickly did you do it?
Third round. The guy was tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That guy was a tough mother.
Now, I don't really understand MMA that much.
Okay.
Like, not so much the fighting aspect, but the different, like, how many different associations are there? And, like, is UFC, like, the big one?
UFC is pretty much like the WWF, if you want to look at it like that.
Okay.
Like, remember WWF, then WCW, then ECW. And
I'm not even a wrestling guy.
Oh.
So UFC is like the top notch.
Top dog.
Then you have what? Like so many different
then you
other.
have Bellator.
Bellator.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's like the WCW.
Okay, so
It's good,
mm-hmm.
but it's not UFC caliber.
All right.
But then you have a bunch of other brands, and like this one's called Combat Fight.
Yeah.
So this is mainly like in the Florida area.
Okay.
So they'll do Jacksonville, and then they'll probably do Miami, and then Orlando.
So the rankings and the titles that your guys earn in this only apply in that.
Right. So like it's a title. Don't get me wrong. You can't take that away from them, but it's not like the UFC title. Like the UFC title is like world, and this is like it's a Florida title. But it's
so it's the difference between saying like I was the winning pitcher on like a major league team and the winning pitcher of a little league team.
I wouldn't say little league,
mm-hmm.
but I would say like
regional or
like NFL and then indoor arena football.
Like NFL,
and
state college, indoor arena football.
Is combat? Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would say that.
Cool. So all your guys do pretty well?
No. Well, I mean, there was one of my guys, and he just got wrecked.
Like right out of the gate?
Right out of the gate. And he got choked out.
I always watch the highlights, and those always make me... I feel kind of bad. You see the guy walk down to the cage with the music on, jump around. He got, all wrapped up and, the shorts and everything. And when the guy gets knocked down like 20 seconds, I'm like, That was it?
There was a fight. There's a guy called the Russian Bear. And when he walked to the arena, he had a guy in a mascot bear, like, egging everybody on.
Mm-hmm.
And he beat this guy's ass in 24 seconds. Wow. He got the fastest fight of the night. And it was great because, like, he won. And then the bear runs in. And then he jumps on the bear and starts beating up the bear and chokes the bear out, too. And everyone's going nuts. And it was just, like, more slap in the face of the guy that's knocked out. Well, he got choked out. So...
Wow. All that training, all that hard work, all the flight
seconds.
and the drive and everything else in 24 seconds.
Yeah, we had another little guy, and he's smaller than me. He's from Brazil.
Wow.
And he wrecked shop, too. He beat this guy, I think, under... I think he beat him in, like, 1 minute and 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was good.
So were you just checking out, or were you, like, in the coach's corner and everything like that, wearing a jacket and waving a towel?
He had plenty, because there's so many coaches.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, like, I love my team, but we look like a P. Diddy entourage. Because they're like, let's everyone walk to this. I was like, do we really have to? And there's like 30 of us.
And one fighter.
And one fighter. And it's just a line of people and all these people around the cage. And I was just like, I don't want to be in this. I'm too short, number one.
Right.
So I just went right back in the stadium and I just watched from a distance.
Was it a good turnout? Good number of people there?
Yeah, it was a good turnout.
How many you say?
Maybe like 3 to 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is good.
300-400. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of embarrassed though, because so I recorded him,
and
I got video footage.
Yeah.
And here, I'll let you listen. Hold up. It was just kind of embarrassing. But... So he's hitting right now. He knocks him down.
Yeah! Who the fuck you hitting like that? You lucky son of a bitch! You lucky son of a bitch! Lucky, motherfucker!
So this is the guy that got knocked out?
So the first round happened, and my boy, he hit him with an uppercut, and he hit him so hard, the uppercut, he flopped. And when he flopped, he threw another hook, and the hook went right over his head because he fell on the ground. And then the bell rang.
Oh.
So the fight stopped. So he was able to get some. That's why I was like, "You lucky mother!" And then I was like, "Man, I was cursing a lot."
Yeah, you got into it, man. You're a little bit of a shit talker
It was
too.
crazy because everyone around me was saying the same thing as I was. So it was like projecting.
Yeah.
Lucky mother. I was like, "Oh boy."
Just egging it on.
Just egging it on.
Nice.
But it was good. It was a good night, and it was a good win. And
Cool.
I'm happy. Yeah. So
You guys go out, celebrate afterwards?
no.
Everybody goes home because they got real jobs in the morning?
Everybody wants to hang out with everybody, and nobody knows where to go. And I was like, I'm going to Lazy Moon.
Nice.
I was with my other black belt from my karate school, Devin, and then I was with my buddy Dwight.
Okay.
So we just went to Lazy Moon,
Nice.
avoid the headache.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, celebrate like fat
And-
fucks that we are.
So that was Saturday night.
That was Saturday.
And Friday night, you got up, did some time over at the
I did bonkers at Jersey's room.
with Jersey.
Yeah.
The fresh off the boat tour.
Fresh off the boat tour. Yeah.
How'd it go? Good crowd over there.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Nice.
Yeah. I haven't done comedy like in 4 weeks.
Yeah. What the hell, man?
Just been busy with this and everything else. So I was just like, whatever. And I went up there and it did well. I was shocked. I was like, that wasn't. Yeah, okay. I did well. All right, cool.
You try out any new stuff?
Yeah,
or-
that was the funny thing. I tried the new stuff and I thought it was gonna be horrible. But again, it did well. So
Nice, man. You got any gigs this week?
the only gig I got coming up is in March. No, I got Jake's Room at the end of this month, the Iron Cow. But then I got something in March.
And then you're out the Tampa Improv. Is that March?
Oh yeah, Jacoby's Room.
Not
Yeah.
Jacoby's room.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. I think about Jacoby's show. It's a Tampa Improv. It's Jacoby's show. Yeah, it's not his room.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Learn the lingo.
Learn the lingo.
You're going to dance, learn the lingo. Yeah. So, big news today. Your
What's
buddy El Chapo there.
My buddy.
Well, you've been so hooked on this Narcos show.
Oh,
And
that's my show.
what is it? It's there 2 shows going on right now named Narcos? Or what's going on? It's confusing.
Yeah, there's Mexican version and then there's American version. They're both in Spanish, but it's Spanish and English. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
They put subtitles.
Oh, both of those is in Spanish, but they put the subtitles in English?
They have English. They have American actors, and when it's American actors, like the DEA and all that, it's in English.
Okay.
But when they go to Mexico or they talk, they don't dub
But
it.
what's the difference between the shows? Like,
One follows Pablo Escobar,
Mm-hmm.
and the other follows another Mexican guy trying to come up in the ranks with Pablo Escobar.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
It's just two different people. It's just two different worlds. It's the same world.
Mm-hmm.
Just they show you how everything kind
Two
of
different views
how
of it.
Colombia and Mexico kind of merged
Okay.
into the whole from weed to cocaine.
Cool.
This was like the introduction to cocaine to the States. So that's what it was.
If only we had a wall
Is
or a
that
barrier.
that we can just dig
That we
underneath?
can just. But yeah, El Chapo today, convicted of all 10 counts, all 10 charges by a New York judge. Yeah. So sentenced to life in prison. And this is the same guy who, that got out of a Mexican jail by having a tunnel dug under the prison right into his shower or toilet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 And his own island too.
Yeah. I don't know where they're going to put him that he's not going to be able to find a way out.
You don't think he's done? He's gonna be in a max prison.
Yeah, but he has like shit tons of money.
Wait, what did he get charged for? He got charged for. Here we go. Conspiracy to drug trafficking, conspiracy of committed murder. He did it. There's no conspiracy. Distributing cocaine.
If you're listening, El Chapo, that was Kermit. Kermit said you did. I've never met you. From everything I hear, you're very caring. So not right.
Cocaine, heroin, marijuana. Oh, I did not want to say this word. Methamphetamine.
Amphetamine.
There we go. That's it.
Watch an episode of Breaking Bad. Come on, man.
And use of firearms, laundering. Man, the list just goes on, and people actually snitched on him. Congrats for having the balls, New York. That's where it was at. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was in New York.
It got tried in New York.
Yeah. So
I wish do we still have the Rock open? Alcatraz. Remember that
the
island?
one with Sean Penn and not Sean Penn.
Welcome to the Rock.
Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
That's where you want to put El Chapo. You want to put him over on like an island, away from everybody.
Is that
security.
still going on? Like,
Nah,
Alcatraz is like the only one, and they never did another island prison again.
You can take like a. Well, Alcatraz is out in.
But it's a tourist attraction now.
Alcatraz is out in
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Isn't there a Sing Sing? Ossing? Is that an island prison?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that the only island, and then they never did one again?
No, that's what I don't know. I
just
thought
typed in
Sing
Sing.
I think Sing Sing closed down too. I think that's where. No.
Sing Sing Correctional Maximum Security Prison operated by the New York State Department of Corrections.
It's still operational? Because it's Ossing, right? It's the name of it.
Yeah. No, it's done.
It's done?
Yep.
Yeah, because I think that's where Capone went to. Well, was Capone? No, I think he might have been in both. I don't know.
That I don't know. I don't know too much about mobster history. I couldn't last season 3 of Sopranos. I gave up. That's my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I gave up. I wanted to go back to it, but I was like, it's so slow for me.
So, El Chapo's lawyer apparently was saying, he's like, come on, my guy couldn't get a fair trial. Everybody thought he was guilty before, I'm like, well, he's pretty famous.
They also said he was shocked when they got the verdict. Like, really? ¿Qué? Why?
No habla inglés.
Yeah, no habla inglés. ¿Qué pasó? I don't understand.
Oh, man. So, Nick Cannon calling out a bunch of celebrities this week.
Doing what? That guy's always starting shit.
Nick Cannon just called out Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Sarah Silverman for wearing blackface at different points in their career, I guess. As you know, all the I can't believe it must be like a rule in Virginia, just that you have to wear blackface.
Did a governor or something like that?
Two different
with like a KKK
politicians
member next to him.
Two different politicians accused and admitted to have worn blackface in their past. in Virginia. And then one of their black politicians is being charged, or not being charged, being investigated for 2 counts of rape. What the fuck is going on in Virginia?
And he's still going to get elected?
Watch this. My prediction, slap on the wrist. One of the guys resigned. One of the white guys resigned.
One of the white guys.
Yeah. The other white guy says right now Virginia's going through a state of hurt. And at this time, we need to heal. And I can think of no one better to help with that healing than me.
Oh, wow.
Like the guy who caught the guy,
blackface, yeah.
the guy who blackface. And he says it wasn't him in the picture. And then he said, but I did do blackface at one point. And it was, I was in a talent show. And I put black shoe polish. I put black shoe polish on my face because I was doing a Michael Jackson song, but I didn't put a lot on because, I realized quite quickly it was going to be hard to get off. I'm like, which doesn't see, if you're going to say I didn't put a lot on because I put a little bit on, and while looking in the mirror realized this is just wrong, maybe that'd be one thing, but for you to be like, oh, this is going to be a bitch to get off later.
When did Jimmy Kimmel and all them do that? That recent, or that's old stuff?
Well, the Silverman stuff, I guess, was older. Fallon and Kimmel, they did it as bits. I think Fallon did blackface to portray Chris Rock, which is weird because him and Chris are friends. So I don't know what was going on there. I have to pull it up. Fallon did it as Chris Rock. Kimmel dressed up as some basketball player. And Sarah Silverman, I showed you the picture right before.
She straight up just colored her face black.
Yeah, like Kimmel and Fallon look like they got brown or tan. They went to try and look like a character, like who they were. Sarah Silverman went full on shoe polish, big lips, and like mammy style. And so Nick Cannon's calling them out. And then some people respond on Twitter by calling out Nick Cannon because I guess once he dressed up like a white dude, like
White Chicks, the movie? Oh, no, that wasn't him.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that was the Waynes. He did something else where he dressed up like as a white dude,
right.
And he looked pretty realistic. They did like a professional job, but then of course the debate came. He's like, well, you can't do whiteface. Whiteface isn't a thing. Blah 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 blah.
The best blackface I've ever seen.
That that is such a weird comment to make.
Is Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
and halfway into the movie, you forget that it's Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, oh, no, that's not a black guy. That's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Iron Man went blackface, and nobody's talking about it.
It's so good. He did such a good job. Yeah. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
It is like, how many times is it going to have like, I don't care who you're dressing up as. Little kids as superheroes, in my neighborhood and everything else, you would see Superman. Kids wanted to be Superman. All you got to do is put on the shirt with the S and the cape. It doesn't matter your skin color. Congratulations, you're fucking Superman. You don't see one black kid going, man, I need to get some white face paint because I'm going as, you don't see that. Like, you can be anyone you want to be. You don't have to change your fucking skin tone to do it. That's part of the fantasy and the make-believe and everything else.
Did someone dressed like Mr. T once and got in trouble for that crap too?
Yep.
I forget who it was.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, nowadays I wouldn't do it, but I get it.
And see, that's the thing. I think part of it comes down to, like, as soon as you put black face paint on or black makeup on, it automatically goes back to that, minstrel time. This was derogatory towards black people. Right. It was white people making a mockery of black people. But I also feel like there's generations and generations of people who that's not even what crosses their mind when they want to dress like Michael Jackson. They're like, yeah, well, he's brown, so I painted myself brown. And that's all there is to it.
And Jackson's not brown, FYI.
Anymore. Well, he's dead.
He's dead, but still.
But, like, unfortunately, you can't just look at someone and go, okay, what was their intent? Like Mr. T. If I saw a white guy who was dressed up as Mr. T and it was done with like brown body paint and everything else, and it was one thing, I'd be like, wow, that's a damn good Mr. T. I wouldn't be like, look at this guy mocking black culture,
Yeah.
But when you look at one of those politicians from Virginia, he literally did a horrible blackface and then dressed as a woman and then had a sign that said Katrina victim.
Oh, see, shit. Now,
Yeah.
Now he fucked up. I didn't know he did that.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah, he's fucked. Yeah, fuck him. He's done. Good luck, bro.
See what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
What's your intent?
Yeah,
when you do that. But I mean, just to play it safe, let's just say you probably shouldn't dress up as any other skin tone other than your own. How about that? How about for everybody? You just don't do that.
So, well, what about all the like white people that dress up in Japanese animation characters and anime characters? Is that racist?
I don't know, because I don't see them like yellowing their skin. Do you?
Oh, well, I mean, they don't need to, but they're still doing the freaking the manner, like the whole like acting. Of,
You
like,
talking about like cultural appropriation?
Yeah.
Like
yatta!
it was funny because there was an article not too long ago. There was a like an 8-year-old girl who decided she wanted to have a Japanese tea party. Like
What's a Japanese tea party? What's regular than a tea party?
Basically, you do the kimonos. You got the little pillows where you kneel, and you got the table. She wanted her birthday party. You're not gonna do that, are you?
What are you talking about?
Are you really gonna? Are you really gonna do this?
What are you talking about?
I just feel like we're gonna get a visit from your favorite Chinese restaurant guy.
No, not at all. Not at all. Keep going with this. What was she doing? Welcome to Japanese tea party. Hi. Well, what the hell? I didn't know they talking.
If you were white, you would totally do blackface at Halloween.
Dude, if I was white, I would do it right.
You are
though.
so racially insensitive.
I would do it right. I would walk around with a boombox and be rocking this song right here. That's what I'll be doing. Hold up, man. This is what I'll be doing.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm black, y'all.
Word.
And I'm black, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm blacker than black, and
So
I'm
you would be
black,
like,
Yeah.
you'd be like late 80s, breaking to electric boogaloo.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. I just feel like you'd be a shitty extra character and do the right thing. You'd be like that. Oh shit, man! Here comes Kermit. You'd be a great like third lesser character on Friday
With my Space Jam shoes on and
Yep.
go chains.
You'd be the Puerto Rican that's trying to be
I'll be-
black
I'll be-
to fit in.
I'll be fresh.
That's a thing.
I'll be fresh.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing. I'll be dripping.
So
Dripping all that freshness.
back to this Japanese tea party.
Oh, okay. If you say
Don't
so.
do it. I will throw your iPad across the room.
If you say
Here we
so.
go. Here we go. Here we go. It's going across.
Hiya! Welcome to Japanese. It
That's not even Japanese music.
says Japanese. It says land of China.
That's not Japan. That's
Hoi! What is this Japanese tea party? Oh boy. All right, fine, man. Since you want to be traditional. Welcome to Japanese tea party. Hi. We have everything you need, white boy. Big eyes. Come here, come here. I sound more like Filipino there. Big eye, Chinese people talk very soft, by the way, when they talk to you.
you done.
Not anyway.
You done.
Like, and then Japanese are like, I see there's a difference. And then Filipinos are like, bang, bang, king, 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 king. They add that king, king, king at the end. Bang, bang. I'm serious, man. I study it. Quote me.
I just feel like if anyone actually listened to this podcast, we would get so many reviews from like Asian defamation leagues, and yeah. I apologize for my co-host.
You're the one that brought up this Chinese tea party thing, man.
Japanese tea party.
Hey.
And I was getting to a point because you asked about cultural appropriation, and you said, "Do you think Japanese people?"
Hey, you're messing up my tea party. Don't take my tea party.
I'm in
away.
charge of the music now, bitch.
Oh, this sucks. That's all my articles on there.
You'll get it back when I think you can be responsible.
Hey, this is not right for that production company.
All right. So this 8-year-old white girl from somewhere, I believe, like Texas, wanted a Japanese tea party for her birthday.
Daddy, I want
So
Texas
everybody
tea
put on, the little girls dressed up in kimonos, and they did like the, little tea and had the table with the pillows where they kneel down and everything. And Twitter and social media started shitting on the girl. Like everybody and their mother was like, I can't believe you're taking that, from the Japanese culture, you're doing blah, blah, blah. And apparently, like all of a sudden, people from Japan came on and started supporting the little girl. They're like,
I was going to say, isn't that just her just celebrating what she's into?
They're like, actually, in our culture, we enjoy taking different, parts of other people's. We enjoy like American movies and American music and stuff like that. And it's actually, we take it as an honor when we see someone else who has something from us. They see something we do that they like to do. So we're actually very pleased, and we think she looks beautiful and blah, 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 and everything else. So it's just so much fun to see all these people who go so PC nowadays. Like some of the people complain, they weren't from the Japanese culture. Who the fuck are you to jump on board?
They Japanese?
Yeah, like, and then even when Japanese people came supporting the little girl, people were explaining to them why it was wrong.
I feel like I should get upset when I see white people buy a piñata then.
Why is that?
Because that's Mexican.
You think so?
Is it?
You think so?
Oh, yeah, Mexican. Piñata's all Mexican.
You're not Mexican, though.
Shut up. I'm just saying I'm Hispanic.
I'm sorry. I should check before we recorded. What are you this week?
I'm Asian, Hispanic Asian. So, yeah, I can get away with it, I guess. I get a pass. That's what I was told.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the whole cultural appropriation thing, I don't know, because it's like on one hand, you got everybody yelling, like, can't we all just come together? And then you got those same people going, well, I meant come together, but don't do the stuff that I like doing.
Yeah.
Like, when you get, like, people yelling at people because of hairstyles, like, you can't have cornrows.
Well, that's a fact.
Why?
You can't
Why?
be a white boy with cornrows.
Why?
Because it's just stupid.
Well, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
But why not?
No, you can't. I'm just saying it's just stupid.
Yeah, but should you get attacked or verbally assaulted for having cornrows because you stole from someone else's culture?
No.
No. It's fucking hair.
But we still can make fun of you, and you can't cry about it.
Right? Same thing with dreads. Like,
white boy dreads?
Man, if we go back and look at cavemen, they didn't have shampoo. I'm sure all of them had fucking dreads.
Are you saying that people that wear dreads don't shampoo?
Well, the people I knew in college, the hippies and stuff like that.
Welcome back to an Asian tea party. Get you out of that.
The people that, what were those? The Bajas? Those like.
Bajas?
You know what a Baja is?
Nah.
Like, basically it looks like a pullover, not a sweater, but it's like, it's like the surfers would wear them a lot. They were like, they had a hood on them.
Okay.
So basically,
they're called Bajas?
I think they're called Bajas.
Never even heard of this.
Yeah.
Baja. Bahama Breeze came up. So that's
Baja. B-A-J-A.
Oh, B-A-J-A.
Yeah.
What the hell? Something also came up where like it's an implant in someone's brain. Mm-hmm. Oh, for them to hear. Well,
Weird.
and an off-road thing came up. So no.
I'll have to pull it up later.
Whatever.
They basically look like, the Mexican blankets, like a poncho.
Oh, like
style.
like a poncho.
Yeah. So when I was in high school and college, there was a whole group.
Oh, I see this bullshit. Yeah, white people love wearing this shit.
Yeah.
Guys,
I owned a couple.
Of course you did.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of the whole grunge movement.
Yeah, it was like
Surfer kids wore them.
It was like the height of Sublime.
But you can look at that and go, yeah, there's a 90% chance someone wearing that is a white guy with dreads.
Yes.
And smokes weed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
Maybe surfs or skateboards.
Even though they don't have the model there for this, even though it's like
they know all the words to Beck's Loser.
I mean, that's the only guy there, but he's not.
Yeah,
he's not
no,
white.
that's not like any of the guys I ever saw wearing them in high school. And they always smelled.
They smell like patchouli oil.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah, so, yeah, you see that? We're getting very stereotypical about white people right now.
But it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys smell like baloney.
What?
That's
I haven't had bologna in minutes.
White people smell like bologna.
Why do white people smell like bologna? Get the hell out of here.
I'm serious, man.
Oh, but back to the blackface thing.
Really?
Yeah, because it went down the rabbit hole on the Nick Cannon thing. They said blackface has been a hot topic lately with this and this and the Virginia. And they're like, even Gucci's latest clothing.
Oh, the demon face looking thing, right?
Yeah, I guess it looks like a turtleneck.
Right.
I guess, but it has an attached balaclava, which is like the half face mask.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Gucci thought it would be a great idea. They got this on a white female model. It looks like a turtleneck, but you pull the turtleneck up over your face. So now it's like covers your nose and your mouth. They cut out a hole for the mouth, which is fine because it gets cold. You want to be able to talk and cover your face like a ninja. But they cut out a hole for the mouth. But then for some reason, they drew big red lips around the hole they cut.
Maybe they're going for like that anime look.
Dude, there wasn't one person on that design. This is Gucci. This is a major label brand who also, Gucci is a big deal in the African-American community, right?
See, I think they're going for this look right here. That's anime ghoul.
Well, that's not what it came out looking like. It came out looking like country backwoods mammy.
Jesus.
Am I wrong?
No, you're
We'll have to
right.
we'll put a picture up on Facebook, but there wasn't one person on that design team like, hey guys, anyone else think this looks just wrong?
Well, that's like that whole freaking these ass hats that what is that damn clothing store where they put like I'm a monkey or some shit like that?
Is it Era?
I don't know, man. One of these
American Eagle or Era
one of these stores I
Postal?
don't shop at.
Yeah.
Yeah, our facts are right on point, Bubby.
Always, yeah. Samantha Ivy's so right about that. I think it was American Eagle Outfitters.
No, it's H&R.
H&R?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
That put out,
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna look it up.
they put out, I remember they had this cute little African-American child wearing a shirt, and what did it say? Something like,
I'm the monkey of the jungle or some crap like that.
Yeah, not good.
I don't remember, man, and I can't find it. Yeah, it's H&M. H&M.
And
H&R.
what the shirt say?
H&R's like
H&R Block.
H&R
yeah.
Block. It's H&M.
It's tax season. You got it on your mind.
It's H&M. Jesus.
But what did the shirt say?
I'm looking for it. Can't find it because I'm on point. H&M. Jesus Christ, man. We need a crew to help us out on this. Hey, all the other podcasts, they have somebody doing their crap, and we're just leaving it at dead air. H&M. All right. The coolest monkey in the jungle.
Wow.
That was a hoodie.
Wow. Which,
And that kid got paid.
you think?
Yeah, he did. And then like P. Diddy like picked him up and like paid him a bunch of money too. And not for nothing. Isn't it the parents' job to kind of step in on this one?
Yeah, but
If I saw my kid going, that's the coolest monkey, and I'm like, yo, I don't want that on my kid. I don't give you the rights for doing this.
yeah, and you know, I got two little kids, both white. I don't know how that worked out, but
Look,
they are.
from
And I call them, you know, I'm like, get over here, you little monkey.
The money that kid make, I mean, I'll wear a shirt, but like, y'all want to bean her around, man. Or don't.
Yeah. Speaking of times you probably should have said no, you see the Aladdin trailer?
I did.
What do you think?
I can't think anything yet. I don't say anything bad with it. Well, I know everyone's shitting on it.
Yeah, most of the people shitting
It's
on
not
it.
going to be Robin Williams, so let's
They're
just get over it.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Right. Well, I mean, like, people want him to be. I think Will Smith's going to do good.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff I see people shitting on is the fact that the genie's blue.
Well, it's supposed to be blue, and I don't know. Everyone's just tripping about the CGI, but I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I really do. Even though, have you seen the memes? Like someone put it next to Blue Man Group, and then like a
Someone put him next to Boo Berry.
yeah,
the cereal.
The cereal. They did it.
Smurfs.
Smurfs. They did like a whole like Avatar thing. And,
Oh yeah, it's got a little Avatar look to it.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I thought it looked decent. I don't know. It looks like a high budget Bollywood movie, not a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know.
I'm just tired of Will Smith coming and taking jobs from
You don't think that looks good?
Yeah, I got no problems with it.
I don't see what else people are expecting out of this. I think it looks good.
I don't know.
I know everyone's shitting on it, but it's just a trailer. Wait till the movie pops out.
Right. Who else played a genie? Isn't that the whole thing that people think that Shaq played? No, Shaq did play a genie.
Sinbad played a genie and Shaq played a genie.
No, but that's the thing. Sinbad was never in a genie movie.
Was that a lie?
That was one of those things where you remember him as being in something, but he never was.
So just good Photoshop?
No, not even Photoshop. I guess kind of like...
There's video footage.
Of Sinbad as a genie?
As a genie.
Where?
Right here. There's video footage of it.
No.
Maybe it was a skit and everyone thought it was a movie.
Yeah, something like that.
But they even had a cover. Sinbad Shazam, family fun.
That's so Photoshop, dude.
It's not Photoshop.
Yeah.
It looks legit to me, man. And I know Photoshop.
Fact check.
And Shaq was Kazam.
Kazam. Here we go. Fact check. Nope, so you know it's real. Did Sinbad play a genie in the 1990s movie Shazam? False. A popular internet theory holds that actor David Atkins, better known as the comedian Sinbad, played a genie in a popular children's movie released sometime in the 1990s called Shazam.
Sinbad's not his real name?
Although this movie does not actually exist, social media users have circulated an image in an attempt to fool viewers into believing the film is real. There you go. It worked on you, didn't it?
It worked. I didn't even know. I thought his real name was Sinbad.
Mm-hmm. The genie in the above displayed image actually features the chest and arms of WWE wrestler Chavo Guerrero, with Sinbad's face digitally added to the scene.
Really?
Despite the total lack of evidence that any such film starring Sinbad was ever made, no extant footage, no still shots documenting its creation, no news articles or movie reviews mentioning it, it has no entry in the Internet Movie Database, and Sinbad himself has stated that he never played a genie in a movie called Shazam. Many people still say they remember seeing the movie.
Well then.
But why? While we cannot pinpoint an exact origin of this collective false memory, several circumstantial aspects suggest why people may mistakenly recall Sinbad having starred in a genie movie. The name. Depending on when you grew up, the name Sinbad likely recalls memories of one or two things, either a popular 1990s comedian or a fictional sailor who had adventures in the Middle East. It is possible that some viewers have conflated the two characters in recalling a 1990s era film about a genie.
Prince
and then
Ali, fabulous, he Ali, baby.
And here's where it gets twisted. Kazam. A simpler explanation is that some fans are misremembering the details of another movie from the 90s that featured a popular actor playing a genie. In 1996, Shaquille O'Neal starred in the role as a genie in the film Kazam.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it appears that the Sinbad genie phenomenon is another instance of what they call the Mandela effect, an informal term for a collective false memory. The term was coined by a woman who discovered that she and hundreds of other people believed and remembered that Nelson Mandela had died in prison in the 1980s.
What the fuck? Where's this going?
Mandela actually died in 2013 after serving as South Africa's first black president and winning the Nobel Prize. All of which, of course, would have been impossible if Mandela had been dead for a decade. Yeah, I've heard about that Mandela effect thing. It's pretty interesting, actually. It's like, you remember those books, the Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears?
Yep.
There's people who guarantee that it was the Berenstain Bears, like they were Jewish or something. And then they're like, oh, when did they change the name to the Berenstain? And some people are like, no, it's always been Berenstain. And they're like, no, when I was a kid, it was Berenstain. And you look through and there's no evidence that ever just suggests it. It's just that's how your memory was. And you had enough other people going, yeah, that sounds true. And it reinforced it. Like when you're telling Sinbad to his face, he was in a movie called Shazam as a genie. And he's like, I never did that movie. They're like, whatever, man. So Mandela effect. Stop!
Whoa,
with the
sorry,
fucking
dude.
feet.
Whoa.
What is it with you playing the fucking footsies
I didn't mean
today?
to do it that time.
That time you hit me like 3 or 4 times before the show.
What is your whoa? What just happened?
As a man, you should not be rubbing your feet on
I
another
didn't
man's
rub
feet.
my feet.
There was friction.
I first off, I have socks on. You're barefooted.
I know,
And all I did, I moved in the chair.
which makes it uncomfortably appealing.
What happened?
What happened? You rubbed your foot on my foot.
Why are you freaking out,
Dude,
though?
does this thing? I'm gonna be out of camera shot.
No, you're not, dude. Get back over here.
Just
Why are you freaking out? over
because
this?
I don't like my feet touched.
I didn't touch your feet on purpose.
You did before.
I
You did before.
thought you were into that weird shit anyway.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Well, you eat
Speaking
buttholes,
of weird
but you
shit.
don't touch feet. I got it.
Speaking of weird shit, Valentine's Day is around the corner.
You want a foot massage?
Back the fuck up. You doing anything for Valentine's Day?
When is that? Thursday?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Yeah. I'm gonna
You put a lot of thought into this.
I'm gonna Netflix and chill.
Just another day in the Gonzalez household.
That's right.
I actually got hit up. I'm going to be hosting at the Improv for Ronnie Jordan.
You're working on it on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Are you good with that? I was gonna say, are you
I'm
good with that?
Yeah, I've never really cared for Valentine's Day much.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I think Valentine's Day was just put there to off single people who made it through the holidays. Like the holidays are like lonely times if you're single. So you got like, Halloween. Everybody's doing their couples Halloween costumes.
Okay.
And then you got Thanksgiving where it's all about family. And then you got Christmas. And then you got freaking New Year's where it's like, oh, you got to kiss your significant other at midnight. So for the lonely people who made it through that onslaught of just, you're alone. You're finally in the clear. And then all of a sudden February rolls around. It's like, oh, we forgot one. If you're alone today, you must be a huge fucking loser.
Isn't Valentine's like considered like the one day where you can like have one night stand and not like be in trouble for it?
I don't think that's a thing.
It's made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're talking about your bachelor party. That's what bachelor parties are for. Like, this is my hall pass, right?
Which
This
makes
is my-
no sense.
No, not at all. How weird would you feel like
I don't
having
get
sex
that.
with someone the day?
Yeah,
like,
day before your wedding.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't get the bachelor mentality.
Like the priest is like sitting there going to you. He's like, "Hey, do you promise to love, honor, and obey?" You're like, "You mean starting today, right?
Yeah.
This isn't like retroactive. Like whatever I did last night. Not saying I did, but anything I did last night does not count in this vow whatsoever."
Smelling your fingers at the altar.
Oh, you've been
you
married.
sick
Did you
bastard.
do a bachelor party?
I did, but it wasn't.
What
nothing
was
like-
it?
But like it wasn't like what were like titty bars and all that stuff.
No, what'd you do?
No, we just hung out, man.
Netflix
drank.
and chill.
Yeah, Netflix and chill. All right, Netflix and chill with the boys.
That's how you get down.
That's how you get down.
I wrote something about this the other day. I had a buddy of mine, and I was like, "Yeah, man, you should come check out a comedy show." And he's like, "I'm not gonna pay a $5 cover to go see comedians I've never seen on TV." And I'm like, "But you'll pay a $20 cover to go to the strip club and see girls who've never been on, so you think you can dance?" I'm like, "It's just kind of fucking hypocritical to me." And he's like, "Oh, it's a totally different thing." I'm like, "Well, if it makes you feel better, the comics aren't gonna go home with you either."
This was recently too.
Yeah. Oh man, people are fucking stupid like that. Oh, you'll enjoy this because it involves poop.
What the fuck?
You're a poop guy.
I'm not
you
a
enjoy
poop
good.
guy.
You enjoy a good poop joke.
I enjoy a good poop story.
Oh well, here you go.
Oh, and a
Here's
poop
one.
joke too.
So you've been helping me with my, just trying to get fit and everything else. Or trying not to die, I guess it's a better way to go about it. So I picked up a new, like, nice, expensive digital scale. And I explained to my boys, I'm like, hey, this is not a toy. That is daddy's scale. So we're not going to play with this. And then the other day, I walked into my 8-year-old naked standing on my scale. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I weigh myself before and after I poop.
That's funny.
And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I weigh myself before and after I poop to see how much my poop weighed. And I was like, dude, why didn't I think of that? I'm like, so now we're in this. We got a little dry race board in the bathroom, and we're like in a 3-boy competition.
So you're right before and then after.
Yeah, and well, not before and after. Just what we do the math. It's a good math learning building skill for the 8-year-old.
That's perfect.
And I'll tell you, my 4-year-old is putting up some solid numbers, dude. Like he is half elephant. I kid you not. It's like I see some of the poop that comes out of him, and then I do that thing where you look at the poop and you look at the size of his little butt. You're like, there should be no way.
Time out.
Yeah.
What do you mean you look at his poop?
Dude, his poop.
Why is it not getting flushed?
It gets flushed, but he poops so big that we have to cut it with a poop knife so it doesn't clog the toilet.
What? Wait,
this is a thing. This is pretty common.
That is not a common thing.
You can Google poop knife. It looks like a little plastic knife they give you a cut Play-Doh.
There's a thing called a poop knife.
Yeah, you don't want to get it mixed up with your regular knives.
Okay, so it's not like a official like Amazon purchase poop knife.
I'm sure there is.
There can't be a poop
I'm
knife.
sure someone has put out a child's poop knife. What are you looking for?
I'm looking up Amazon, looking up poop knife, and it's going to be...
Ours is a little plastic yellow one.
You're using a cake cutter?
No, it's like a little plastic butter knife looking thing.
Poop knife.
It's there?
Oh my gosh.
Score. How much?
$12.99.
$12.99.
Yep. Wow. All right.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous because you can just go Pollo Tropical, grab one of their to-go knives for free.
This one has like a hook and everything onto it.
What?
And it's stainless steel. Look at that thing.
Oh, man, you can gut a fish with that thing. That's not for poop.
What do you mean? It says poop knife.
That looks like that's for fishing.
It has a poop emoji on it. It's a poop knife.
Oh, there's nothing I can do at that point.
So wait, your kid takes a deuce, and then you go in there and you look at it and be like, give him a high five, and then you guys have to cut it up and then flush it?
Yep.
You guys are weird, man.
How
I've never heard of this before.
I'd never heard of it till I had kids, but it's a pretty common thing.
It's a common thing.
It's a pretty common thing.
Was it common when you were a kid? When you were taking a dump, you had to cut it up?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either, but still.
I think toilets were like wider. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone out there is like, yeah, that's a common thing. But oh man, you hit me last week with like a solid leg day where I was working out. I was working out muscles that I haven't probably used in years. And leg days are tricky because like you feel strong because you don't think about it, but your legs carry you around all day.
Right.
So when you go to do your arms, you're like, oh man, I really thought I could do more, but you don't use your arms to lift heavy stuff nearly as much as your legs are just supporting you the entire day. So like when I sat down on the leg press machine, I was like, okay, we'll start at this. And I'm like, wow, that was easy. I'm going to move up to this. And pretty soon you're like, I'm the fucking strongest guy in the world. But you feel it like the next day. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I went to sit down on the toilet.
That's when you know it sucks.
I had to grab onto the vanity sink and lower myself down. And then I pooped. And then I had to...
You had to wipe.
Yeah.
You had to lean forward and put the pressure on.
Like, I always thought, like, those bars in bathrooms were for, like, disabled people. But now it's just people... It's for people who just hit Taco Bell after leg day and need to get up. I need to put one of those little strings in the bathroom that you pull it and it calls, like, someone to come help you get off the toilet.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was hurting. But, yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I think I even said, I'm like, if you can lift yourself off the toilet without pulling yourself up from the sink the day after leg day, did you really even leg day? So, yeah, man. But other than that, the exercise and the working out's been going well. I'm right on track. I'm actually all caught up with my weekly workout right now. So I know usually
tonight.
Nothing.
You didn't do anything tonight.
Nothing. Today's my rest day.
Oh, is it a rest day?
Yep.
Horse shit.
No, that's what it says.
Is it?
Yep. I'm all caught up.
Damn it.
I'm all caught up. I'm good to go. Yeah, and you've been giving me some exercises. Like I'm sitting there in the gym pulling up YouTube videos showing me how to do stuff. I'm that guy at the gym.
I told you to do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody knows everything except for machines. Machines have the pictures on it, but
Yeah.
If it's written out, you got to look it up.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. No shame.
Did those skull crushers yesterday for the first time.
Oh, did you drop a weight on your face?
No, because the video I pulled up, he's like, okay, here's how you do it. And here's the alternative that works the same muscles and leads to you not crushing your head open.
Oh, there's an alternative? I don't know that one.
Which explains a lot of your concussions.
I always did on the dangerous ones.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, there's no difference between going here and going here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't bring it to my forehead. I bring it to the side.
Okay, yeah, he has to go to the side of that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing it with dumbbells. Or I was doing it with dumbbells. I wasn't doing it with the
easy bar.
Yeah,
you're good.
So, yeah, but it's been all right, man. It's good. I'm getting to the point now where there's actually people at my gym that I'm in better shape than. So that's a big step up.
So you lost weight?
It's hard to tell because like clothes are fitting me differently around the waist. But it's like I still look in like my what I'm not happy with, and I think this is the thing I've been focusing like right around my belly, like that little spare tie around my belly.
Got the potato body.
But I didn't lose. Yeah, I didn't realize I'm losing weight like everywhere else because I've been so focused on that. Like I was out at Sleuth's the other night, and one of the comics came up to me. He's like, "Dude, you losing weight?" Like he's like, "Your face is just like thinner and blah blah blah." I'm like, yeah, but I still got this belly. Like, I'm so focused on this. Unfortunately, I guess the only thing that's going to take this away, because I've been eating better and everything else, but I think the only thing that's going to take this away is, and I'll tell you, I've done every workout you've given me, and I was never a big weights guy, but I'm like, I'll try this, I'll learn this, I'll do this. But the only thing that kills me that I don't look forward to, that I'll go out my way to avoid, is those fucking crunches. Those in and out ones. Oh,
so the one thing you're bitching about, you don't want to do
at all, at all. Like I would rather do like extra sets and reps of anything with like good weight than just go over line on mat and do those inside outside crunches. Because I'll be honest, I feel like a bitch after like you start off strong. You're like, yeah, I got this, and then it's like, oh, I got to do another set of 10, and you're on 3, and you're like, I can't even. It's embarrassing. You feel like you're disabled. Like you can't. I know what I want to do. I'm telling my body what it should do, and my body refuses to do it. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, you don't know. You gotta fucking do it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been doing, but I'm not happy. I'm not
you have an option.
I'm not happy about it.
You gotta get some abs, brah.
Yeah, I gotta get something.
Gotta get some abs.
Gotta get something. How about you? You're not rocking abs.
No, I don't rock abs because I eat like a beast.
Is that what it is?
I ate Taco Tuesday today. Delicious.
Yeah, I didn't do other bar last night, so I didn't even do my gringos this week.
No, you didn't miss much.
And that's the thing, too. It's like I've gotten to the point where I know I'm eating better. I'm working out. I'm doing my cardio like 5 to 6 days a week. But I'm not losing. Like when I first started working out, I dropped like 10 pounds in the first like 3.5 weeks or something like that. But now it's just like staying like right there. And some people have been like, well, yeah, but the thing is you're working out and you're building muscle, which weighs more than fat, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but I still feel like I should be.
Still a fat bitch.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. But if you'll remember this time last year, I had to use a hair tie to keep my jeans, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I had my jeans and I put the hair tie so that I could like get that extra little stretch out of it.
Is that gone?
Yeah, I'm gone now. Yeah, my jeans, because I have no butt, my jeans are like falling down when I walk.
You got that flat white boy ass.
Yeah, I feel so bad for my 4-year-old. Actually 5 now. God damn it, I gotta keep updating. He at school the other day, they made him wear his jacket during class because he's got the same butt as me. So like whenever he bends down, his pants fall down. And he's got like a little plumber's crack. So his shirts, while they fit him, because they're not longer, when he bends down, his shorts come down, his shirt rides up, and they're like, yeah, we had to put his jacket on him because the other kids kept wanting to like point
and put pennies and pencils in his
butt. Like feed it like a fucking slot machine. Not maliciously, like
not maliciously. Shoving freaking 10 pencils in there and shit. What the hell's going on? That's
so
cool.
He's got favorite shirts of his that, I'm like, nah, buddy, we can't wear that one today. He was like, oh, I like this. I'm like, I know, buddy, but we can't. like he had a Batman shirt on yesterday that, is probably getting a little bit smaller for him. And he's like, why can't I wear the Batman shirt? I'm like, because no one wants to see your Batcave, bro. Speaking of which, we went to, we did the Lego.
Speaking of
we
which,
did, well, just remind me.
From butthole to Legos.
Butthole to Legos. It seems like.
Or butt crack.
From buttholes to Legos. That sounds like a really creepy autobiography. But yeah, we went and saw the Lego movie. Took the kids.
That's good?
It was the second Lego movie.
Yeah, it's a Lego movie. What can you expect?
Kids enjoyed it. Yeah, but they enjoy it anytime we go to the movies. They just like, the whole experience. Like someone had offered, like, man, I got that second Lego movie. I got the bootleg of it. Like, you don't have to take.
You got offered on the way to the movie theaters?
No, I got offered like Saturday night.
Where do you stay at? Jesus.
Saturday night, I was hanging out with a bunch of comedians, and one of them was like, "Hey, man," I said, "Yeah, I'm taking the kids to the Lego movie in the morning." He's like, "Man, I can get you that. Like, I got a site I go to." I'm like, "Yeah, but with the kids, they love going to it's an experience for them, Plus, I like watching
Who's
things on the big
bootlegging
screen.
movies still, man? Get the hell out of here.
Everybody.
Jeez, I thought those days were over since
No.
Pirate Bay.
It's a thing. It's still out there.
All right. I used to do it back in the day, but that was when Pirate Bay was around.
Yep, I remember Pirate Bay.
Yep. Used to download video games and everything.
You're looking for the best quality download you can find on there. It's downloading for 3 days. You got 20 different ones. No, of course not. Of course not. So you get your taxes done, man?
Nope.
No.
I got to do it though.
Yeah.
I have somebody.
You got a tax guy?
Oh yeah, tax lady.
Yours is pretty straightforward though.
Yeah.
You got your paycheck.
Yep.
You hand it over.
Yep.
They go yes or no. A lot of people complaining. Because the standard deduction basically doubled this year. But there's so many people going, hey, what's going on here? Last year I got back like $1,000, and this year I owe $22,000, and nothing has changed. And a lot of people are saying Trump.
I mean, sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you.
Meanwhile, I think it was Netflix that owed 0 taxes this year.
How's that? What do you mean?
There's tax breaks for corporations, man.
Really? Netflix didn't pay any taxes? All that money they're making?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man. Fuck, man, I wish I had Netflix stock. Freaking pimp.
So, yeah, I did mine. I'm waiting to, it's all filed and everything, but because I have the kids and they're not doing any of those refunds until like after the 15th. So even though it's all filed and processed, and usually I file for the extension and do my taxes in like October because I'm lazy like that. But this year I was on top of it.
I guess I better get on it.
Yeah.
Better get on it.
Well, all you got to do is go to your guy and be like, hey, it's time for taxes, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, there you go. So, Valentine's Day, I'm going to be at the Orlando Improv, I said. So that will be my Valentine's Day. And you obviously have no plans.
I'm going to be crashing puss. So that's what I'm gonna
I hear Papa John's is putting out a heart-shaped pizza for Valentine's Day. So maybe sit here, play some Mario Kart with her. And when the pizza shows up, you'd be like, see, babe.
That's right.
See, babe.
Stick my sausage in this pizza.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. There's something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you. What? That's the meaning of love, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna get a chicken nugget display heart at Chicken Filet. They're doing a chicken nugget crate that's shaped like a heart. Chicken nuggets.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's not bad. You should do that. Oh, found something out today. I got the P2 Cruiser back in action. That thing
you finally brought it from the grave.
Yep, that thing has been through so much it just won't die. Knock on wood. Actually, it keeps dying. I keep bringing it back to life. It probably wants to just be like, let me die, just leave me alone. But I keep bringing it back. And let's see, 2 years ago during the hurricane, had a tree fall on it, still alive. Right after that, my mechanic said, look, dude, this thing's putting up like 38 codes. He's like, it's time to put this thing out to pasture. Went home, ordered an ECM online, which is the computer for the car. Put that in, started right up. Good to go again. Then October, I was driving out here for our Halloween episode, I believe. And it broke down on me on the way out here. Had it towed, put a crankshaft position sensor in it. that got everything running again. A couple of weeks later, had problems. I went out, put a camshaft position sensor in it, got it running again. Great. And then I noticed the oil leak coming, took that in last week. And
just get a new car.
Stick with me here. And the part they had put in, one of the parts they put in, oil sending unit, that was faulty. So they replaced that and got it running again. And then here's something. 2 years ago, I was driving up to a gig, had a tire blowout. So I pulled over, put on the spare, went to one of those Firestone places, bought a tire that was probably more expensive than the entire car was worth, put it on, got to the gig, driving back to the hotel from the gig, had another flat. So the next day I went to one of those used tire places and threw on the crappiest $25 thing. A month later, one of them just has a slow leak. Mind you, this is 2 years ago. So I'm like, I'm not buying another fucking tire for this car. So I just went out and got one of those portable air pumps that plugs into your lighter. And that's what I've been doing for 2 years. I've just been every other day refilling the tire. A couple of months ago, I threw in a can of Fix-A-Flat, done like that. And that lasted and kept it from deflating for a couple of weeks. And then it was right back to every other day. So I was like, you know what? Today, I'm like, I'm just going to go get this taken care of. I'm done with it. So I go into the tire place, and I'm like, that one, passenger side, rear, need a new tire. And the guy goes and looks at it. He's like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, it's leaking. Like every day I got to fill it up. He's like, well, I don't see any punctures. He's like, let's put it in the water. So he takes it off the car, and they got the little, they do the bubble test. And there was no leaks coming from the actual tire. It was all coming from the rim.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, it's all coming from the rim. I'm like, well, is the rim banged up or something? And I said, I'd already told him about Fix-A-Flat. And he's like, well, Fix-A-Flat.
It eats the rim.
It will eat your rim.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never heard that. He's like, especially on like chrome rims and everything, but it will also eat the rubber of the tire. And that's where I'm like, okay, but I put the Fix-A-Flat in after it was already flat. So there was something that caused it to get flat before I put the Fix-A-Flat in. He's like, with these rims especially, he's like, a lot of times you'll get dirt or anything in that gap, and that's enough to cause leaking from the rim. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man, like, especially in Florida, like if you let it sit in a puddle or something like that, it will. I'm like, this all sounds like bullshit. But he's like, trust me, man, let me take it off, let me clean it. We'll do an air check, everything else. I'll check the valve for you. And that's what he did. He took the wheel off. He took a grinder out, grinded off all the Fix-A-Flat goo and everything, and then cleaned the rim, put in a new valve, and knock on wood, it's holding air and everything.
Working like a champ.
Yeah, but then I just sit here and I'm like, for 2 years, I've driven around on this tire just because I was sick of getting tires for this thing. And all it was some dirt, or maybe it wasn't even put on the rim properly. Maybe that was it too.
Right.
But see that?
I thought you were going to lead us to something crazy. That was like a happy story.
That is crazy to me.
For once, that's a happy story for you.
I'll get in an accident on the way home tonight. Will that make you happy?
No, I mean, I was just impressed. I thought it was going to be something dark and something happened to you. You hit like 2 raccoons on the way there and you fucked up your tire again.
Here's the deal with the Cruiser. I need a new car. I need a car that I can just not worry about, that I can take out of state, because the car that...
You hear that, people? Mike's looking for a new car. If you have somebody.
Even the Nissan Versa, the hatchback that baby's mama drives the kids around in, because that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I travel more, but she's got the kids, so I want her to have the better car.
Right.
Even that car is a 2013, so it's time to start looking for something. I think that's got like 150,000 on it.
Right.
So it's time to get a new car. It definitely is. But the Cruiser, it's like every time it comes down to me shelling out the money to get a new car, or I can put a Band-Aid on this and get me through another few months. I always lean towards that, because I look at my savings and I live in a 2-income house. The problem is I make both incomes, and it's like I got 2 kids, I got her, I got me, and I see my little nest egg of savings. I know as soon as I go out and put deposit or commit to payments on something for 5 years, that's when one of the kids is going to fall off a bike, break an arm, and I got to pay out of pocket, So
there's a Mike we know.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't say.
Tell me I'm wrong. Where's that little black cloud that follows me around?
It just popped up.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, something. What was it that I saw something about Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah,
and
my old crew.
Someone was accusing Chuck E. Cheese of basically when they go to clean tables,
right?
There's always leftover pizza,
right?
So they take all those leftover pizza slices
and they recycle it,
and
make another pizza.
So this became like a urban legend or a thing or what happened?
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that one, man.
Yeah, because you worked there.
Because I worked there. Trust me, there's a lot worse things happening at Chuck E. Cheese than that. First off, pizza is cooked fresh. It's just shitty pizza.
Yeah.
It's just really shitty pizza.
Yeah.
Everything's fresh as far as ingredients, frozen fresh, but it's just shitty pizza.
So you don't like hand-tossed pizzas over at Chuck E. Cheese? They just come frozen and you throw it in
No. Yeah, we still, Chuck E. Cheese makes the dough and then you run it through a machine, flattens it out, and then you kind of just put it in the pan, pop, and then you make your pizza.
Okay.
You let the dough rise for a little bit, whatever. It's just shitty dough. It's shitty rice. Cheese. Rice. What the fuck?
Plus, what people don't understand is the cost to make pizza is so fucking ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, it's super cheap. And it's super cheap stuff that they buy.
Yeah, there's no reason to take the risk of
there's so
food
many
contamination, everything else.
When I worked back there. I used to work back in the token days. Not these card swipe things.
Yeah.
So we used to actually have to count all those tokens at the end of the day, pull them from the machines. And then like the copper.
You didn't have like a little coin counting machine? You had to do it by hand?
It did, but so you had to rip out the machine and then get the coins out and then put it in a like a sack. And then from the sack, you had to put it into a coin counter and then it counts the coins and then that tells you how many people are playing that game, what popular game, and blah, 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 blah. And then you collect the quarters and then you separate the quarters and the fake shit, and that's how you figure out who's cheating or not.
Was there a lot of fake shit?
Oh, yeah, a lot. A lot of people just using like nickels and all that.
Did nickels work on those machines?
Yeah, because all you do is like a little lever and you snap the lever and then it works.
Oh.
Back in the day, not anymore.
Back in the day.
So here's the thing though. So you mess with all these coins and all this shit, right? And your hands are super dirty.
Yeah.
And then you go make a pizza.
You're supposed to wash.
Man, nobody.
Wear gloves.
Like no one wore gloves. It was just like a rush. And then like people would eat your food. Like the kitchen staff would eat people's food. Like let's say you order a batch of fries. There's a couple fries that you're missing.
Yeah, that's every restaurant though.
Yeah.
Like servers feed off the line.
If your food falls on the ground, you best believe it's gonna get picked back up and thrown. Unless it's a pizza. Unless the pizza falls. Like there was one time where I flicked the pizza. Like because you have like the little thongs, and you grab the pizza from the pan and you don't want to burn it. So or you don't want to burn your hand. So when you grab it, you just flick it to the table. Well, I flicked it too hard and it flew off the table. But when it hit the floor, you just kind of perfectly glide the floor. And we just picked that bitch back up and served it. It's just...
See, call me weird. I worked hospitality for like 13 years. And...
I was 16, man. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, I just always took it from the viewpoint of like, what if I was going to serve this to my family? Or what if I was going to serve this to my parents? I always erred on the side of caution.
We would make dough, right? Because you put it in a big, like a vat.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the big mixer. Sure.
Big mixer. And when we slap it on the table, and then we would have wrestling matches, and then we'll pick somebody up, like the smallest person, or and we'll slam them on the dough.
So many health code violations.
So many
out the window.
So many health code violations. And the ball pit. Oh, holy shit.
Always smells like pee.
Oh, because it was. Don't even count if it vomit in there. We didn't clean that shit.
Yeah, nobody's cleaned that out.
Oh, we did. You know those spray pumps for bugs?
Yeah.
We just put some Fabuloso in there and fucking spray those balls. And
Fabuloso fixes everything.
Call it a day.
Right.
If it's chunky, then we had to go in there with a shot vac. But
you're like, God damn it, chunky vomit.
Yeah, but like they'll take the balls out like every 5 months.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah. It wasn't clean. And then the freaking tubes. Fuck that.
Those never got
Don't
clean.
go in there. Your kid don't go in there. Your kid's gonna come out with freaking Ebola, scurvy. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. There's so many disgusting stories of Chuck E. Cheese.
I can only imagine.
I worked there for like 7 years.
Wow.
Oh,
that's a long time.
It was a long freaking time.
Yeah. I used to work over at Hard Rock, and my roommate was a server over there too. And he had a rule about eating off people's, like he would bring when he was clearing a table or pre-bussing, like, you guys all done? He had a rule. He'd walk in the back, and I would see him taking bites of burgers off plates that I was bringing back. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I got a simple rule. If I'd have sex with the girl, if I would have sex with the girl, then I'll eat her food."
Gross.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, if I was gonna have sex with her, you know," I'm like, "That's such a weird." But he would like sit there and not even like. Even with friends, dude, when someone be like, "I'm not gonna finish that," I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and I always grab like a knife and cut off the edge, of whatever they had been eating.
Where you started, or where you didn't finish.
Yeah, he just like straight up, he didn't care.
That's hilarious. Your friend was a trash man. Your friend was like a human dumpster, dude.
No, and you want to get, he was a good looking model type guy. He was.
Good for you.
Yeah, he was just like,
he was just disgusting.
Disgusting or genius. I don't know.
I mean, he probably never paid for a meal.
Nope. Yeah, that's it. I'm getting my half off Hard Rock employee meal discount, and he's just eating for free all night on stuff I can't even afford.
Yuck.
Look at this steak. She didn't even finish. No, okay. Yeah. So this week, then Thursday I'm at the Improv, and then Saturday I'm at Windermere Town Hall.
Where is that?
In Windermere.
No, but for what though?
For the Rotary Club of Windermere is having a night called Lobster and Laughter.
Oh.
And for $100 a ticket, you get lobster.
Oh, I remember you talking about this.
A beef fillet and wine.
Who's on there with you?
On the lineup, you have Kermit Myke and James John. James, who's been on our show before. Of course, he's also on Real Laughs. And he's got the lowdown.
He is.
Yeah, he's a big deal. And then Kermit Myke.
Oh.
And yeah, so Kermit Myke hooked it up, and I guess they reached out to Carmen, and he reached out to James and I, and he offered a price, and we're like, fine. But then I saw $100 a person tickets, and I'm like, I should have asked for more.
Damn, you got screwed over.
Maybe I'll get some lobster.
Maybe.
I'll get you a doggy bag.
Give me a doggy bag of lobster. That'd be cool.
I will, too.
And a steak.
Throwing a steak. So, yeah, man, that'll be fun. But you never know what's going on with those shows because, you know, it's always weird when you're doing comedy in some place other than a comedy club.
Yeah. It's a bunch of old people, I'm assuming, right?
I don't
Older
know.
crowd.
I don't know anyone my age that's going to pay $100 a ticket.
Nope. That's a pricey tag. That better be a good lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go. But I only got to do like 20 minutes.
Well,
that'll be fun.
With that said, this episode.
You got anything this week?
Nope.
Any gigs?
No, man. I told you I'm going to be crushing it all week, bro. Valentine's.
Netflix and chilling.
Yeah.
Man, does she know how disappointing her Valentine's Day is
It's going to be so disappointing.
Does she not do the Valentine's Day?
That's why I buy her something nice.
What'd you buy her?
Nothing yet.
You're such a diehard romantic.
I'll do it tomorrow if I have time.
All right. Well, let's see. We did that. We probably shouldn't have done that. We did that, and we did that. And I think with that, yeah, we are good to go for this episode 52 of the Obligatory Podcast with Kermit and Myke. Be sure to listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and YouTube. And
leave us a comment. Leave us something you want to hear about. Maybe something we want to talk about. We'll talk about it. We'll read your comments on air or something, or on podcast.
We should check the email. I haven't checked the email forever.
Check the email. That's obligatorypodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
But it's better if you can talk to us on Instagram or on YouTube.
Oh, and Geeks of Comedy. I'm not sure we talked about this last time, but we will be at MegaCon this year.
We are?
Again. Yay! So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next week. All right, guys. Have a great week. We'll be thinking.